YouTube Rando here. So I was going to do this video over on Texas Gear Reviews, but I realized I have a lot of videos over there right now. And I only have a couple over here ready to upload, so I figured I'd go ahead and just do this test over here. And then do the review over there. I got some footage of it burning and all that good stuff anyway. You can tell I've already used it just to try it out. This is the Bushcraft Essentials. I think it's called the Micro EDC stove or something like that. Now originally I did want to try this with the GSI cup because this is the cup I bought it for. However, the bevel there is what sits on the edge of the pot holder. So it's really wobbly, won't sit on there right, so that's out of the question. We're not going to use the GSI cup. I'm going to have to get another stove for that specific cup. But what I have is a little tomato paste can. I've got it probably a little more than halfway full of water. And we're just going to see how long it takes to boil that much water. Now we're not putting a top on it or anything, so burn times will vary. You know, if you had something to cover with, it'll probably burn a little better or boil a little faster, whatever. So we're just going to set this up here, light it up, and see if we can get a boil out of this water. And this is our fuel. This is what we're going to be using. This is just little dried cedar splinters. I've got a whole bag full over here. So that's what we're going to be burning today. I do have some fat wood shavings down in the bottom of here, just so it, you know, lights a little bit easier. See how well this works. I'm just kind of curious about feeding it, you know, loading the wood into it. I should be timing this. We'll just give it a rough time. It's 5:57 right now. I'll just have to remember that. I'm not going to use the stopwatch because I don't even know where my phone is right now. Oh, that's way over there. We'll just time it on the clock here. See, it burns well, but it's like it lacks oxygen. Like it's not getting enough air to it or something. It's kind of what it looks like to me. And I know you're probably not supposed to feed it this way, but yeah. I think this is just going to be one of them stoves you're going to have to constantly watch. So when we get closer to a boil, we'll come back and show you where we're at. Alright, so we are now at 6:03, so we're 6 minutes into it. We have a boil going. It's not a rolling boil, but a few more minutes and it should be there. You can see there. Biggest problem I see with it is that, like I said, it's going to be feeding it. Kind of feeding it in around the can. If the pot was any bigger, it would be too hard to feed through this door. Just hard to get anything in there, and it seems like it's starving for oxygen. Because if you just give it a little bit of oxygen, it flames on really well. So that's all burned up. I want to start a fire here, even though we got a fire here. I don't know what I think about it. I think, honestly, I think it's more of a novelty than anything. Last resort, I would use a couple rocks and just build a fire in between it and set my canteen cup on it and boil some water. It might be cool, like I said, for heating up a cup of coffee or something, but even then, you're just going to have trouble feeding this thing is the only problem I see with it, really. That, and like I said, the lack of oxygen getting to it. Maybe if these emblems here were a little bigger on the sides or something, I don't know. It needs to be getting more oxygen to it, and it's not, so... I don't know. I really want to try one of their bigger ones out, though, so we may have to pick one of those up and test it out, see how well it works. So, I don't know. Maybe in the future. That's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching, YouTube.